In the last video, we learned about how range can be used as a descriptor of spread, but there's a couple problems with using range. The first one is that you're limited to just the minimum and the maximum value. And the second one is it doesn't really tell you what's going on in the middle between the minimum and maximum. So let's take a look at another example that explains why we need yet another measure of spread. I've taken our same data that we had in set A and set B, but I've changed it just a little bit. Now set A has the exact same range as set B, just by adding two extra data points. So hopefully you're noticing that the biggest difference between these two sets is that in set A, the data values are bunched more in the middle around the center, whereas in set B, they are much more spread out. Why don't you take a moment to go ahead and copy that down into your own notes. This is why we need one more measurement that not only describes the minimum and maximum, but also describes how clustered our data is away or near the center. The measurement that we're going to use for this is called standard deviation. It's this guy right here. It's the average distance from the mean of our data. So we can see in this example, so focus on the dots, and then I've overlaid a lot more information for you to look at here. So the green line represents the mean, and the range is the red line, so you can see from the maximum to the minimum. But we can see the majority of our numbers are clustered around the mean in this shaded area. Now these really small numbers are kind of pulling the mean their way, but most of these dots are right around the mean. So what that means is that our standard deviation, the closer that all of these points are to the mean, the lower the standard deviation will be. Even though the range is quite large in this example, the standard deviation will be small because the points are all clustered near the mean. What this means for us is if the standard deviation is large, it means the numbers are spread out from their mean. If the standard deviation is small, it means the numbers are close to the mean. In this example, the range would be large, but the standard deviation would be small. Let's revisit our two sets of serial information. One of these is going to have a higher standard deviation than the other. Remember, we just learned that the higher the standard deviation, the more spread out the values will be from the center. The lower the standard deviation, the closer the data points will be towards the center of the values.